Hey guys, and welcome back to Sreenath'sinstitute Institute. My name is Sreenath, and we're here back for our second episode on the Hello World program. So it's your first time writing this Java program. We're gonna get it down, we're gonna do it together, and we're gonna start it off. Remember, syntax is the most important, and I'll take you step by step, and we're gonna first start off this program. So we'll see that our thing is called document 3. We want to call it hello world. So let's first go and click file, save as, find a place you want to save it to. I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I'm going to call it hello world. Okay, hit save. For me, I want to replace it, but you guys, it'll just work. So I just hello world. Okay, now we get a blank screen that says hello world. I want you guys to just follow me, write down the syntax, and then we'll get back to it at the end and I'll explain it to you. So let's write it. So public class hello world. Guys, write it the same way. And see, right next to the P letter, I want you to hit shift and then hit the key next to the P to make that symbol. Right? Flower brace. Public static void main string args, then just hit the two box braces next to the P letter, 1, 2, parentheses, now the flower brace again. Now go all the way here, put 1, 2. See, you got 4 flower braces. Write it like this. Now write system.out.println ln hello world. Okay, so let's see what happens. So to run your program and to make sure that there's no problems with it and to check there's no errors, we need to hit the control key and hit 1. And for me, just hit continue if that comes up to you, and it should say tool completed successfully. That means there's no errors and you're good to go. Now to run your code, you gotta hit Control 2. And you see, Control 2, the screen pops up and it says hello world. There you go, guys. You wrote your first program. I know you guys are like, oh wow, it just says hello world. Don't worry about it. It gets way more interesting. Cool part is that you can now tell your computer what to do. So you're wondering, how in the world did I type something that it says hello world? I just typed in some gibberish and it said hello world. Well, you see, this syntax is very important. System.out.println hello world is a very important syntax. It helps you write out any statement you want on the board. What do you mean by syntax, you might be asking? Well, let's say I want to write this line again, but if I just put out.println hello world, right? Let's see what happens. Hit Control 1 to check if there's errors. There you go. 1 error. Can't find your symbols. Let's say, okay, probably that's just wrong. Print line hello world. We try this. 2 errors. Why? The error for the outprint line and the error for print line hello world. So there are errors. It's telling you you cannot write that. But how come when you write system.out.println hello world that exact way it works? Well, the system.out.println is a command statement that tells your computer that you want to print out one specific line. And by doing so, you're able to print out that word hello world. Right? Your computer reads it, translates it into its own language, and then puts it back out on the screen for you to understand. You guys may be like, is words the only way? can I only write it in these quotation marks? Well, I guess so. Let's try it, guys. Let's type in system dot out dot print line, and we'll do it without the braces. Hello world. Oh no, there's another error. We cannot write any words like this yet. We don't know how to use this hello world in black. In black, we don't know how to use it yet. Don't worry, you'll get to learn it, but for now, we have to use these quotation marks because it tells the computer that those are words. But you're asking, is that only I can use words? Can I use numbers? Can I use symbols? If you want to use symbols, like the $ or an exclamation point, you have to put a semicolon to tell it that it's a symbol or a word. Use quotation marks, right? If I use the quotation marks and I hit Control 1 to check it, we're good. Control 2, $, let's go, cha-ching. But let's say I want to put out a number, right? If I do system dot out dot print line, I want to put a 7. Get to 7. What's that? Cha-ching, we got 7. We got 7. But guess what you can do with 7? You can also go like this. 7. Don't worry about it. Watch it. Control 1, Control 2, 7. You're probably like, what? You can put a 7 like that? Yes. The computer's language it reads are in numbers. So it loves to deal with numbers. It's not confused by the numbers. It understands the numbers that you're using. So if you put a 7, it's able to read it and put it out. So that's the coolest part you can do, to put out numbers. So I want you guys to pause this, and I want you guys to delete everything on the delete these statements right here, these 4 statements, and I want you to try practicing writing your name and the number 21. Okay, so pause the video here and then do it. Okay guys, so I know you guys wrote it on. Let me write it and let's see what happens. So I'm gonna write mine, Sreenath, right? And then Sreenath Institute. Then system.out.println, and let me write a number. We said the number was 21, right? Yep. Control 1, Control 2. There you go. Your name will show up. In my case, it's Sreenath's Institute, and then the number that you chose will show up. So I put 21. Now you're probably asking, does it always come in 2 different lines? Well, no. Let's try this. Ready? So let's see what happens if we write system.out.print hello, and then we write system.out.print world. Let's see what happens, guys. Do Control 1, check if there's errors. Oh wait, there's an error. Oh, I spelled system wrong. See, I told you, it's very helpful. It tells you spelled system wrong. You Control 1, Control 2, hello world. Huh, why does it say hello world in 1 line? Then when we did it before, it's in 2 lines. Well, guess what, guys? The person who made Java is kind of smart. They thought that if you put print line, they'll make it put it in 2 different lines or different lines. Move the cursor, this black line you see right here, to the next line. See the one that's blinking? Then move it to the next line. You guys are probably like, what is he saying? I don't understand it. Right? Let's try this. I'll change this hello world, right? The hello part, the print, make that an ln. Just write ln right there. Hit control 1, check it, no errors. Control 2, run it. Hello world. 2 different lines. Why is that in 2 different lines? So whenever you put ln, print ln, it makes you write your word and then puts a new line. And then you're asking me, is that always the case? Now let's try making world ln. Let's see what happens. It's in the same line. Why? Because whichever word has ln on it, it moves the cursor to the next line. See, the press used to be right here next to the D, right? Now the press any key to continue is on the next line. Now let's try this. What if you put ln, ln? Then it puts it in 2 different lines, and even the press any key to continue is on the next line as well. That's cool, isn't it? It's a tool that you can use to make sure everything's going smooth, the way you want it, the way you want to keep it, and however you want to do it. Well, I want you guys to practice this. I want you guys to work around with trying to use system.out.print hello and hello world and try with some numbers. I want you guys to make sure you follow this syntax, okay? You guys have to follow the same way how we wrote this. This is your skeleton. You gotta follow it to make sure that your programs come out to perfection. If you guys don't do it, probably get some errors and it'll cause some problems. But don't worry guys, if you need any help, make sure to contact me, and if you can smash the like button, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll start the next one coming up soon. Alright guys, ciao!